Hello, fellow crafters and paper artisans. It's Chandra with Stocking Stuff. I am here to share. It's a project share, but it is my back to school card. So last year I didn't have a really busy summer, so I decided to make back to school cards for kids in my life, family, and friends. And everybody loved them because I put a special message in there for each one. And so these moms were calling me, asking me, did I send the back to school cards for this year? So I kind of started something that I had to get done. So I was really busy this month, and I've been out of town for a week, and just a lot going on. So I did not get these cards out before school actually started. But I am sending them today, and I am doing this video to share with you all to show you what I did. And so I used this photo play. I ordered it because I didn't want to use the same school kit that I used last year. Is the photo play Brainiac by Becky Moore. And also I used some of the stickers from that. And in another, I can't remember where I bought that from, but in another website, they had these cut aparts that were like coloring cards. So these are the ones I didn't use. And I'll show you what I did with those as well. And then I used this designer stamps. It's called Off to School by Echo Park. And I'm not sure where I got that from. I think I'm sure I bought a cherry on top because that's pretty much where I shop. And then I bought this Chanel Reasons to Smile, and the sheet was called Learn Always. And it was just like full of these little backpacks. And so I basically tried to stick to my backpack theme so that everybody just got kind of the same kind of card. And so I used this burgundy piece and this plaid piece in here because I had 10 girls and 8 boys, and I added a boy this year because somebody texted and said, hey, I heard that you do back to school cards. Can you do one for my son? So I am up to 18 cards. 18 cards this year. I'm going to show you what I did and how I did it. So I went through my card sketches because I needed to just knock these out, and I didn't have the creative juice after my trip. And I was looking for 5x7s. I decided I was going to do 5x7s. So this one is from East Bay Stamp Chick Crafty Inspiration. And it's called 11 a Dozen 5x7 cards from September 23. And then this one is called, this one is from Jess Crafts. And she does pretty much, I know at least once a month, she puts out card sketches. Not a lot of 5x7s. Well, she does pretty good with 5x7s. And so I went to her. I have a file of her stuff that I went to. So here are my cards. And I used, so this actually is that backpack paper, and the purple is the back of it. So I just pretty much did that. Now, of course, you see on her sketch, she doesn't have a background, but I don't like all that blank card. So I did a background and I layered as well. And I pulled, I bought those micro pads that just kind of had these different almost watercolor like pages. I've shown it to you before, and so I use that as my background. So here's my cards. I pretty much stamped 3 stamps out of these: Reach for the Stars, Back to School, and Star Student. And then I think for one, my youngest person I made a card for, I did a different stamp from that collection. Now what I did is I just did ChatGPT and said, give me some inspirational messages for back to school. And I kind of did elementary, middle, athletes, scientists. And so I created them a little like inspirational message on the back, and they're all different pretty much. And then I use some of the stickers on there to cover the white space. So, and this is a varsity font that I have in my stash, or, you know, on my computer that I have saved. And so that's what I did, so that if they want to color, they can. If not, they got their message on the back. And so I'm just going to run through these real quick, and I'll share. And I did try to use all the backpack ones that were in that collection. And then strong mind, strong body, strong future. And I'll do this really quick. I'm not going to read them all to you because my cards are pretty much the same. And then there's that other sketch. And there's that card. And I kind of like the way they came out. And I really like this sketch because it has multiple layers. So I was able to use my purple and my foil paper, and then the, you know, well, as Stampin' calls it, the designer paper, but the printed paper. And this one's specific because I know she just won a scholarship for, you know, her essay and wanted to be a veterinarian. So anyway, here are my cards. They're, like I said, they are pretty much the same. I used the sketch on those, you know, pretty much for those two. Hope I'm in frame there. Kind of doing this from the side. I had to go and pull some paper from my last year's collection just because I was running out of stuff to do. And I didn't want to cut into any more. So actually I did use more than those two pieces from here. I did, and so I used the plaid, the burgundy backpack. I used this kind of school, all kind of school themes, and then this paper. And I used this one here with the words. And I did those for my high schoolers because, you know, it had science and calculators and all of that. So anyway, I just wanted to share those. That's the last one. Thanks for watching. Sorry I haven't had any videos up lately. I'm in several swaps, 4 or 5 swaps coming up, so you'll see me soon. And I am going to try to get my sheet loads up this week as well. Have a great day. Thanks for watching.